Hey guys, so I thought I would run through the new resource that we are popping into the training area today. So we have got a new weekly goal setting and habit tracker. So when you guys do your onboarding call, one of the things that we go through is making sure that one, you are setting yourself weekly targets. Obviously, I help you with this during your one-to-one sessions in terms of setting you out the targets for the week. That should come through then on a Friday. You would then fill in this weekly goal setting / habit tracker at some time over the weekend. And then it just means that you can keep up to date with that. It's got monthly goal in here, whereas that should be weekly. So I am going to change that before I upload this properly into the drive. So I don't know why it's why. Oh, my monthly goal here. So that is the big overarching goal, kind of like for the next 4 weeks. And you've got my top 3 goals to achieve this week. So these are breakdowns of this. So your monthly goal for this phase might be dropping body fat percentage or whatever it is. You're gonna pop your date, week number, however many we are into your program, obstacles that might come up. So this one's really, really important. So with the goals that you're trying to achieve this week, thinking ahead to obstacles that might come up means that you will subconsciously be starting to think of ways to get past those obstacles. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to teach you the skills to be a little bit more or have a little bit more autonomy. Eventually, you are going to graduate from this program and you are going to be on your own, like learning these skills of, right, what are my goals for this week? What are the obstacles could I face? And how am I going to respond to those are going to be very, very useful to you moving forward. And then you come into the dailies. So you pop the date in here. This is where you can plan out your day ahead of time. So personally, I like to do like my tasks and stuff the night before. So what you would do is morning priority tasks, afternoon priority tasks, no more than 3 to 5 tasks go into here. If you've got more than 5 tasks, you haven't done a brain dump recently. So that's a different training about kind of like time management stuff. These are the 3 to 5 important things you need to get done tomorrow in order to move the needle forward. Those can be work wise, those could be training wise, whatever it is, whatever those high priority tasks are, write them in and then try and have a skeleton plan of when throughout the day you're going to get them in. What time do you plan to train? What time do you plan to get your steps in? What obstacle challenges could you face today? Daily review. So this would be kind of towards the end of the day. What went well? What could be improved on? And rate your day out of 10 and give yourself a reason why. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get you to be a little bit more reflective about things kind of like on a day-to-day basis. And what you'll start to notice is then when it comes to check-in time and you found like 3 days this week you've struggled with a particular problem, that's what you then need to be asking me about. When you're trying to keep all these things in your head, it can be quite difficult to actually identify where are the problem areas kind of like for you. But just keeping small notes like this, kind of like day to day, will really, really help with that. And the second half of this is daily review and gratitude. So one thing you did well today, one thing to be grateful for, and one big task to get done tomorrow. And then there's a little section here for anything else that's on your mind. You'll probably need more space than that. On some days, you probably won't need that space on other days. So again, this is the introspection that I was talking about on your onboarding call about writing these 3 things. These 3 things, if you can write those down daily, are what is going to bulletproof your mindset. As when you have a bad day, you can come back and read these out. So we've got Monday through to Friday. So this is 1 week's worth. So sorry, Monday through to Sunday. And then there's a bit at the end. Yeah. So if you're wanting to have this for a full 4-week period, you could just print out 4 copies of this. Just print it out in black and white. It shouldn't be too thingy. If you like to work kind of like on paper, if you're a bit more tech savvy, if you've got an iPad, you can download an app called Notion. No, not Notion. Check which app it is. It's called Notability. It's only available on Apple devices. In which case you can then open up the PDF in there and you can write on it. Like if you've got a stylus or an Apple Pen, means you can write on it kind of like on the screen if you're kind of like wanting to do it that way. For Android users, you could use something like Adobe Fill and Sign or something like that. There's probably an app out there that I don't know about where you can kind of like write on the screen in these. It is a PDF. There are plenty of apps out there. So if you want to write on it electronically, do that. If you're like me, like I've got a journal that basically has these pages. I have tweaked the sort of journal that I'm using, because my journal is more business focused than kind of fitness focused, because it has got the fitness aspects in there, but it's very, very business focused. Whereas this one is more about you guys on your journey and being able to get you there and give you the tools that you need in order to get there. And as I said, bulletproofing your mindset is going to be a massive one to help with that. So if you do have any questions about this, you should find the link to download your copy of this one below. If you've got any questions about this or how to utilize it, obviously send me across a message on WhatsApp.